Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to another exciting edition of the MCAT Club. My name is Osborne, and I am your host. In case you haven't heard before, the MCAT Club is the place to go for up-to-date information about preparing for the MCAT, and we even answer MCAT-related questions live here on the call, as well as give you some amazing resources to help you on your way to medical school admissions. You can find the MCAT Club all over the place. On my website, adamcordet.com is where its home is. But you can also find the MCAT Club on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and Google+, and maybe even Pinterest. And who knows, someday I might even go back and put it on MySpace. We'll see. As a medical school admissions consultant and coach, I work with incredibly amazing students who really want to get into medical school, but might feel stuck or even uncertain about parts of their application process, want to understand how to market themselves, sell themselves to med schools, really understand what it means to package yourself for medical school admission. And I promise I am the most encouraging advisor that you'll ever meet, because my job is to take wherever you are in terms of your admissions process, wherever you are in terms of your application, and amplify it, to build upon it, to improve it, to strengthen it so that you can show medical schools the very best possible application and the very best possible you that you can possibly do. Okay, so today is an open Q&A call. It's the last day of the year, so I thought I would just open it up to see if anybody has any questions for today. And sure enough, one of our MCAT Club members, Kavisha, does have a question. Hi, Kavisha, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing amazingly well. Thank you very much. So tell me what you're about to tell me regarding retaking the MCAT. Go ahead.
Yes, so I took the MCAT for the first time in August. Mm-hmm. I noticed in the bio section I wasn't prepared for as many experimental questions in terms of like experimental-based passages. Mm-hmm. And I think that might have lowered my score in terms of the bio section.
Okay.
Sure. I was wondering, basically, like, how should I attack those, and where can I get more practice for that? Because everything that I've found doesn't really seem to have a lot of practice for those types of passages, which I think the MCAT is going towards right now.
Sure. Got it. Okay, so, and you're looking for more experiment-based questions, you said, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so two things. Number one, you said that you felt that the experiment-based questions that you saw on the actual MCAT sort of surprised you. Is that correct?
Yes. I was pretty much surprised at the amount of passages.
Yes.
So it was really similar to like AAMC 11, but with more.
Sure. Uh-huh. Okay, got it. Do you mind sharing your MCAT score? What'd you get?
I got a 30. I wasn't really happy with it, but...
Okay, got it. And what'd you get on bio? 8, 9, 10?
Bio was a 10,
okay,
and then physical sciences was a 12,
mm-hmm.
and then verbal was an 8.
Okay, got it. All right, so, yeah, okay, very good. So I heard you say verbal could be improved. Did I hear that right?
Right. I realized it was basically a panic part on my own. I just like during the middle of the test, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so here's what I want to say about, where I think the situation is and, what I would recommend for you. Would that be okay? Mm-hmm. I don't think you have a problem in bio. In other words, your 10 in bio is fine. You're not going to get rejected by medical schools because of a 10 in bio. Mm-hmm. You will get rejected by medical schools for an 8 in verbal.
Right.
So I don't think you need more experimental passages to practice in bio. I don't think that's the issue at all. Mm-hmm. Furthermore, if you take a look at your 10, I think you did pretty well. Uh-huh. The experimental passages, the experiments-based passages didn't really sketch you out that much or give you that much problems because you got a 10. Mm-hmm. So I think you're talking about the wrong section.
Yeah. Okay.
I would recommend that you celebrate the 10 in bio and go, fantastic. And if it turns out that, you didn't do as high in bio because of the experiments-based passages, then when you retake it, you think you're going to get even more experiment-based passages, the same number, or possibly fewer?
Right.
Which of the three outcomes do you think you're going to get in bio?
I'm assuming probably either about the same or less.
Which means, if we go along with your assumption that the experiments-based passages you didn't do so well in, if you're having the same number of experiments-based passages next time as you did this time, then you're going to get a 10 again. If you get fewer, then you're going to get higher than a 10. So really the issue is not the experiments-based passages at all, or practicing those.